She is back. Caitlin Clark is going to tee it up again at the Annika, driven by Gainbridge at Pelican Pro-Am this November.
Caitlin Clark has signed a big deal with the LPGA. We'll just say Angel Reese doesn't like it. When the news came out, it was like throwing a bomb into the world of the WNBA. The internet went crazy. Fans went crazy, and all of a sudden, every news story was about Clark again. For one individual, it's the culmination of all their hard work and skill. Another reason is that it's the most recent reason to fall.
That's right, so that's...
This is the question that everyone is arguing about. Angel Reese seems angry, but is she really? Or is she just jealous? The current situation isn't just drama on social media, that's why. There's a whole disaster going on at the same time. Reese might want to get more power, but do you think she can play golf? Write your answer in the space below.
Quite amazing for a Wednesday. I mean, there's so many media here from all different sort of media aspects, local news, lots of reporters around that you normally wouldn't see on a Wednesday out here at an LPGA event. All the spectators are all waiting to get their final glimpse of Caitlin, hopefully a final autograph.
Let's get things ready. Caitlin Clark, who is the face of women's basketball, a ratings powerhouse and a draw for endorsements, just signed a deal with the LPGA Tour, not a short cameo or promotional show, but a real contract that lasts for several years. Reports say the deal is worth a lot of money and includes working together on brands, holding cross-sport events and sharing marketing rights until the 2026 season. To put it another way, Clark is no longer just the WNBA's public face. She is the crossover queen of women's sports, because she is good at 2 competitive leagues and has a lot of power.
How's it going? You've been seeing Nelly Corda do that over and over again for 6 holes now.
It's just satisfying. The way she hits the ball is just satisfying. It's pretty awesome.
As soon as that news report came out, the sports world went crazy. Fans were happy, marketers yelled, and Angel Reese started Twitter. She didn't call Clark by name. That's not smart enough for her. Her fingers couldn't hold out, though. Her tweet said, "I can play golf too." It was just vague enough for her to avoid responsibility, but clear enough for everyone to know who she was talking about. Answers came in like lightning in a second. Say that you're jealous of Caitlin Clark and then go on with your life. To be honest, who else could she have meant?
Even just seeing the national media members that have arrived here, the basketball media that's here to cover Caitlin Clark and what's sure to be a really special day in the women's game tomorrow.
People in the WNBA get angry when they hear Clark's name. Someone somewhere can tell how she's feeling by watching everything she does. And this LPGA deal adds fuel to a fire that was already going strong. Without a doubt, this is the truth. Caitlin Clark has made more money in 2 years than most players make in their whole career. That's not pride, it's business. She's become the living, breathing brand that every league wants to be like. Her games are the best ever. There's money with her name on it. She's the big star that every marketing boss has dreamed of. That's the exact reason Angel Reese can't stand it. As Clark signs multi-million-dollar deals and grows her business, Reese stands on the sidelines furious that no one is paying attention to her. Caitlin has built her brand on success and respect while she's trying to build hers on drama and controversy. The difference is clear.
You're right. I mean, it just puts our tournament in a different limelight and just different excitement. You know, they're streaming the summit today. They'll be streaming the Pro-Am. I mean, things that we haven't seen before. You know, wherever she goes, she's been selling out. So hopefully we'll sell out here too. So we're excited about that.
Don't forget that Reese's work has been driven by fame rather than success. She calls herself a ITG girl, but her social media antics and modeling jobs have gotten her more attention than her resume. While this was going on, Caitlin Clark had just finished her first 2 seasons, during which she broke records, increased viewing, and now got one of the biggest sports contracts for a woman in history. Reese couldn't handle the LPGA deal when it came along. She didn't just say bad things. It was a temper tantrum. They couldn't have picked a worse time for her either. Reese has been losing support on the court and online. The number of people who are actively following her has dropped dramatically, and Clark is still leading the cultural discussion. CNN writes about Clark sneezes. Fans of Reese complain, and people on the internet roll their eyes. That's the truth she has to face. The new deal only made her think of it.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. "It's because of me too, and I want you to realize that."
The LPGA saw what all the other leagues see. Caitlin Clark makes money. She moves seats. She makes clicks happen. She talks to sports fans about things other than sports. Angel Reese doesn't have one. Clark leaves behind lasting works, while Reese may be known for a short time. This is what makes a time different from a movement, and Reese gets it. Let's talk about the deal itself now. Several figures say that Caitlin's deal with the LPGA is worth between $6 and $8 million over 2 years. It includes endorsement deals with Nike Golf. This isn't just money for support. It's money for building relationships. She will be in events that promote both companies, golf clinics, and even LPGA media ads that praise female athletes who break down barriers. It's the perfect mix of playing sports and sharing stories, something that the WNBA hasn't been able to do yet.
For some golf.
Perfect out here.
I never golf this early in the morning. I grew up in Des Moines and I played there a ton. And honestly, I try to get back there as much as I can to play with my family. My dad plays a lot, my older brother plays a lot. So, it's super fun.
It looks like Caitlin Clark is now a marketing superstar in 2 sports. From across the country, you can almost hear Angel Reese gnashing her teeth. Clark has taken her thunder before. Do you remember the WNBA draft? Clark's arrival broke records for the number of watchers. Reese's is not a small event. Remember the first week? Clark's games pulled in a lot of fans. Reese has empty chairs and reasons. It's not new to be jealous. There's more noise now. Reese is having a hard time because Caitlin keeps winning without saying anything. She doesn't answer with a clap. She doesn't give in. She isn't even aware of the sounds. Even though things were going badly, she stayed focused, worked, negotiated deals, and smiled. That poise makes her even more dangerous because every temper tantrum Reese just makes her stand out more. Today, one player is known all over the world. The other person acts like a famous person on the internet who is having a bad day.
Sorry, young lady. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody would be watching the WNBA additionally for you. This is all about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is bringing the money to the game, the planes to the game, the TV viewership. The WNBA is on fire because of Caitlin Clark.
Clear why so many brands want to work with Clark. She is clean, friendly, and relevant to everyone. She is loved by her parents. Kids love her. People who support her through businesses trust her. It's impossible not to admire her greatness. You can always count on Angel Reese for drama. Every public performance feels like it could be a story, and most of the time it's not a good one. Reese is really hurt because she knows Caitlin Clark has something she can't fake: being real. Clark's modesty and hard work are not part of a plan for public relations. They show what kind of person she is. Sincerity is very important in this day and age. That's why people buy her jerseys, networks fight to show her games, and a golf league just paid her a lot of money to get more attention. Interview 10. This partnership is fun for everyone, even golf fans. People say it's the best SUV since Steph Curry got a driver. Fans of the LPGA haven't changed much over the years. But now that Caitlin is on board, they expect a huge amount of attention. WNBA fans, on the other hand, are furious, saying things like, "She's everywhere but in the finals," or "They act like she invented women's sports." This is nothing but jealousy masked as criticism, and everyone knows it. The truth is that the LPGA deal wasn't chosen at chance. It took months to make. As part of a long-term plan to make Caitlin Clark the face of female success in multiple sports, Nike played a big part in coordinating the work that went on behind the scenes. Take a look. There is still no regular shoe deal for Angel Reese, but Caitlin is becoming a brand stereotype. Basketball, golf, helping others, and being a leader. She's being set up as the whole thing.
Please, Caitlin. Caitlin, can you please sign please? 24 years, John Deere boys. Caitlin, please. Oh my God.
Caitlin, nice to meet you. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
hung in there, you know.
Let's go.
The most important thing is that we're glad she's here. Well, I think she's been kind of the one. In terms of women's sports, she's been Caitlin, along with Nelly, and I think what she's done is great. I think she has loved getting other people interested in golf for a long time. As you said...
Well, first of all, we're thankful that she's here. I think she's been the kind of the one, and when you talk about women's sports, she's kind of, other than Nelly, it's been Caitlin, and what she has done is amazing, and like you said, bringing other people into the sport, and golf has been, I think, quite a passion for her for quite some.
There is so much of it that the WNBA is falling apart. Some players, like Angel Reese, are starting to dislike her, not just for what she has done, but also for what she could do in the future. A future where women's sports are based on skill, professionalism, and being relatable instead of controversy and attention. This scares Reese because Angel has built her career on being the loud, defiant star who gets all the attention for years. But that action has become boring. The league is going on. A lot of sponsors are going up. And Caitlin Clark's quiet power shows how small the Reese's brand really is. Now, let's talk about what went wrong with Angel Reese's joke. She became famous quickly after her tweet, but not for the reasons she thought. There were a lot of mean comments right away. Some of her fans called her mean, angry, and very insecure. Some even said she was like the people who complained when Tiger Woods first started breaking golf records, saying, "Here we go again." Another athlete unhappy with someone else's success. That one hit close to home for me because Angel has always been seen as confident. But at that time, she looked weak.
And everybody talking about other WNBA players not being appreciated. Nobody insulted them. Nobody dismissed their contribution. We were simply saying, despite the contributions for years and years and years, a lot of people didn't care. Fair or not, until Caitlin Clark came along.
When she tried to take it back the next morning, she said that her tweet had been taken out of context and that she was just having fun online. It was too late, though. The choice had already been made by the internet. That's it for you on social media once it makes up its mind. One half of Twitter supported Caitlin like she was the next Steph Curry, and the other half tried very hard to show that Angel is still a star in her own right. But here's the thing, either case could be right. Caitlin Clark might be the most recognizable female athlete in the world right now, and Angel Reese might still be a well-known basketball player for women. What matters is how Angel deals with the truth. Instead of being inspired by Caitlin's success, she feels angry about it. And that anger keeps coming to the public's attention. These people in charge of the WNBA and Angel could have made this story a win if they knew how to handle PR. They could have turned it into two famous women, who helped change the story of women's sports around the world. The league, on the other hand, kept quiet, and Angel's jealousy ruled the conversation. Changed from Caitlin Clark lands historic LPGA deal to Angel Reese throws shade again, which may get more clicks but looks bad. Sponsors don't want trouble. They want well-known people to promote the brand. That is now being done by Caitlin Clark. When her name gets famous, something sells out right away.
I mean, it's been a lot of pressure. I mean, a lot of people looking at her, and when you set the bar high and continue to move that bar, I mean, people are always going to try and push you down and take you down in different ways and getting criticized, but she's just handled it so well, with such poise and such class, and just keep moving, setting records and doing things that have not been done before. And I mean, that's just, to me, is obviously very inspiring, but it motivates a lot of women to be able to reach their full potential. And she's so young too, and who knows what her future will be, but she's just starting out with a bang, and I'm sure she's going to continue. So we're excited to have her here.
But here's the catch. Sources in the LPGA say that this is just the start of the partnership. Someone has already brought up the idea of a big charity game where LPGA and WNBA stars will play together. Think about that. Caitlin Clark and Nelly Korda play golf in an event that is shown all over the country and raises millions of dollars. In the background, Angel Reese tries to smile with her teeth clenched. It could be the most inspiring display of female unity in sports history, or it could be the most awkward picture op in the history of sports.
It's about the effect that we have on them, but also they have the same effect on us. And I think that's what's really cool about it is to see how much joy it really brings them, and it brings their families. And that one game where they spend 2 hours of their whole entire year has such an impact on their entire childhood. And I think that's really cool to think about.
But this kind of envy isn't new. Every time someone new comes to the fore, the same trend shows up. When LeBron James became the face of the NBA, older players didn't like all the attention. Some of Serena Williams' tennis rivals couldn't handle it when she started getting contracts. The story is told over and over again. Success brings attention, which brings money, and money makes people jealous. Not long ago, Angel Reese was another athlete who fell into that mental trap. The funny thing is that she has no idea how much her words help Caitlyn. Clark's name gets more well-known the more she moans. It's called the Strand Effect in the world of sports fame. If you openly hate someone, they will become more popular without you meaning to. Angel Reese is giving Caitlyn free help to move forward. In the meantime, Clark stays quiet. There will be no fights, interviews, or sloppy tweets. Just business, focus, and grace. While the internet keeps arguing for her, she's probably laughing with her lawyer in Florida as they finalize her next $1 million deal.
That's the reason that you play. It's not because of the wins and the points you score. It's the amount of joy that you can bring people and the young girls that will one day grow up to hopefully, be whatever they want to be and get to talk about those moments too.
And to be honest, Caitlyn Clark is crazy smart about it. While everyone else picks a side, she's building wins in a lot of different fields. Golf, basketball, clothes, and the media. She's building a kingdom everywhere you look. She'd probably have a Nike golf ad, a Netflix documentary series, and a Rolex romance in 6 months. Not only is she playing the game, she's also changing how female sports are marketed. What about Angel Reese? She's still trying to figure out why her business isn't doing as well? Here is the harsh truth. It's not that she doesn't have any skills. It's because Caitlyn Clark has something that can't be faked. Lots of people like it. Caitlyn is friendly, sensible, and dependable. She always performs and never gives a reason. Sponsors love that kind of player. At the same time, Angel's brand has become unexpected. There's too much excitement and not enough order.
I haven't played with anybody on any other team, but some of my teammates golf. Actually, one of my teammates was a state champion golfer, so she's pretty good. I actually haven't played with her yet, so I think she might be scared or something. I don't know why. Her game must have gotten rusty when she became a professional basketball player, but no, some of them do play, but we like to go out there and have fun. Obviously, it's hard during the WNBA season because it's in the summer, so that's the one tough thing about the W is it's in the summer, so I don't get to go out and play as much as I did in college, but it's been fun. Obviously, we're really competitive with whatever we do, so there's some intense battles out there.
This is interesting. This fight is no longer just between two people. It's becoming a sign of how divided the league is. People who played the game in the old days think Clark's fame isn't deserved and that she's been given everything. There is, however, a new group of fans who think Caitlyn is what makes the WNBA important again. The league itself is in the middle, acting like everything is fine while using the stress to get people's attention in a sneaky way. It's a mess. Politics play a role. It also helps with scores, but hurts unity. If the WNBA can't figure out how to handle the story, it could fall apart from the inside. Even if athletes like Angel Reese don't want to accept it, Caitlyn Clark has more fans, advertisers, and media attention than anyone else in years. The question is whether the league uses that energy to grow as a whole or lets internal conflict destroy it.
The thing about leadership is like how you approach every single person is going to be completely different. And I think the thing that's helped me be successful throughout my career has been the relationships that I've been able to build with people, and every single person you have to approach differently because they come from a different background, they come from a different place. Somebody can be a little more tenderhearted, and for me, I probably want to be screamed at. Like, it's just everybody's a little bit different. So I think that's what's unique about leadership and being able to understand people, but that takes time, and building relationships is really important.
Angel is at a crossroads. She can keep sending out tweets that make her look angry, or she can take a deep breath and do something that takes back control of her fan base. She's not just a jealous rival who can't stop talking about Caitlyn Clark because her name only goes viral when Caitlyn's does, which is bad for someone who says they are confident. The truth is that Caitlyn Clark doesn't have to answer because her deeds give their answer. The deal with the LPGA was just the latest part of a story that keeps getting bigger. She gets more fame, sponsorships, and a lasting reputation with every scandal that hits her. Angel Reese doesn't seem to get that part. Caitlyn is getting better at the fame game, not just playing it. Angel is busy taking down tweets and giving apologies, but Caitlyn Clark's stock keeps going up. It's quiet, smart, and impossible to stop her. She's playing chess while everyone else is still learning checkers. Now, Here's my question. Angel Reese seems unhappy. Is she right to be, or is she seeing envy destroy her image in real time? One thing is for sure. Caitlin Clark already has the upper hand in this fight, and she hasn't even played a single shot. Reese might want to get more power, but do you think she can play golf? Write your answer in the space below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on all alerts so you never miss anything. We'll see you next after you click the movie on the screen.